Welcome back, everyone. We're back for another matchup for your enjoyment. We are here using our game engine presented by Out of the Park Baseball 20. We got Series 136. We got two more teams ready to go in a best-of-7 series for your enjoyment. And without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our two new teams this time. We will start with the 1920 Boston Braves, a team from way back when. Not a great season for the Braves. They lost 90 games under George Stallings and finished 7th in the National League. Looking at the old-time roster, the highest RBI man being Walter Hope with 64. He also had 11 triples. No power on the team to speak of, a team that didn't make the transition yet to the modern game. They do have a Hall of Famer there in Rabbit Marinville. He was able to hit 266 and drive in 43 while also hitting 15 triples. Marinville, quite a character, a very good defensive player as well, played all over the diamond. Mickey O'Neill, the catcher, hit 283, old-time catcher behind the plate. We have some outfielders here in Les Mann and Walton Cruz that were performing subpar in some ways here. The RBI total is way down for the outfield. You can see here more than 600 or 400 at-bats for two of the hitters and less than 32 RBIs. So a team that was very weak at the plate, to put it mildly. Obviously, some of the big issues why they probably weren't very good. The pitching for the time, mediocre, I would say. Oster, help me pronouncing that one. Joe Oster, 15 and 13 with 346 in his 299 innings. Jack Scott closed in on 300 innings as well, going 10 but losing 21. Dana Fillingham, 12 and 21, a rough year for him. And Hugh McQuillan, also a losing record for the starters. The ERA is not terrible, although keep in mind it's still brushing across the dead ball era, so anything over 3, pretty mediocre. So the pitching really was hard luck and didn't get much support, and the team in general struggled. You can see why, the lack of a true star and the lack of offensive production for the Braves. So looks to me like whoever they are drawn with is going to be a fortunate bunch, and they are drawn with a team from the 50s, a team we have seen a little bit of already. It's going to be the 1958 Pittsburgh Pirates. On the flip side, this is a winning record team, 84 and 70. They finished second in the National League. Of course, the Pirates making their run before they would win the World Championship in 1960. They already had the pieces pretty much in place. You might recognize the obvious Hall of Famers, starting off, of course, with Roberto Clemente, who at 23 years old was just coming into his own. He had 500 at-bats, 10 triples, 289, was able to score 69 runs. Still not at his best, but coming of age. Bill Mazeroski led the team in WAR, 275 ERA. He did not get on base very often, but was able to hit 19 homers, 68 RBIs. And, of course, the big thing with this team and Mazeroski was the defense that was incomparable. Ted Kluszewski, only 4 home runs for him. He hit 292 in his 100 games. Dick Groat, a dependable bat, hit 300. And Frank Thomas, the old Frank Thomas, nothing to do with the modern or the more modern one, 109 RBIs for him, 35 bombs, 281 average, a very good year for Mazeroski, 528 slugging. I'm sorry, for Thomas, 528 slugging was the dependable bat in the order. Bob Skinner also drove in 70 and hit 321, a great year for Skinner. And don't forget about Billy Verdon at 27th. He had a little bit of a down year for him, but was still a factor in center field and a good defender as well. Pitching, Bob Friend, 22 wins. He pitched 274 innings, 1 shutout and 16 complete. Ron Klein, losing record there, but his ERA was even better at 3.53. And Vern Law, 14 and 12. ERA a little bit higher for him as well. Kurt Radin, part of the rotation probably, and Ray Face out of the pen, redefining the closer position in that era. Face had 20 saves and a 2.89 ERA, a nice season for Face out of the pen. So the arm's very strong. The defense extremely strong. One can make the argument maybe one of the best defensive teams ever of this era, the Pirates. And obviously, they are the favorites against a weaker Boston team. So the table is set. It's a best-of-7 series starting out in Pittsburgh. Forbes Field will host Game 1 and 2 before we head out to Braves Park for the middle part of the series. We'll see how things play out here. We've had some excellent series of late, as always. Doesn't seem to matter what the records are. It seems like we go down to the wire either Game 6 or 7 every time. So it brings us some excitement no matter who's playing. Shows you the tenacity of teams that want to win this. But we are ready basically to get going here. We're looking at Game 1, the starters being Jack Scott against Bob Friend. Again, the underdog Boston Braves have all their work cut out for them against the mighty Pirates, who really were beginning to build something special in Pittsburgh. So let's see if the Braves can stand with them and give us a series. Again, recapping Series 136, it's the 1920 Boston Braves from way back when, ready to face off with the 1958 Pittsburgh Pirates in a best-of-7 series here. The Park Baseball 20, ready to get going with Game 1 just ahead. Second inning action, we got Pod Ford at the plate with 2 on against Bob Friend. And this one's hit to second. Scooped up there by Mazeroski. Play is made. Runners will advance here. And Jack Scott has a chance to give Boston the lead. But he looks at strike 3. Friend with a nice sidearm cross-the-body delivery to get him. The game remains scoreless. We're all the way into the 5th inning. A good pitchers matchup. Hank Foiler's up there. Runner on, hit to second, but that's bobbled. That's going to be an error out there. Ford can't come up with it, so runners on first and second here for the pitcher Friend. Let's see if he puts a bunt down. He does. It's a bunt. Runners will advance, so we got runners second and third with 2 outs for Clemente. First base is open. Clemente hits a dribbler too short. Play will be made. They get him. So this scoreless tie will continue as we move to the later innings. The Pirates still to get a hit. Still have failed to get a hit, and Dick Grote is at the plate. Grote is going to end that pretty quickly. He lines one in the gap. That's going to get down for the first Pittsburgh hit. Dick Grote with a scorching shot to the opposite field, and the Pirates get on the bases here for the first time of the game. It took a while, but Frank Thomas has a chance here against Scott. Thomas will go up the middle. That's to second. This play is made. Runner moves to third. On this low-scoring game, that runner on third is worth gold here. Is Stewart now at the plate with 2 outs, and he pops it up. That should be a play that's made. A very nice play by the first baseman, Holt. He gets close to the railing there, but brings it in. We're still scoreless in the 7th inning. Holt now the hitter against Friend. And he comes through with an RB, or with a single up the middle. No RBI. Nobody was on base. Ray Powell now the hitter. Powell will lift this one to right field. That'll carry enough to be caught by Roberto Clemente. O'Neill the hitter. O'Neill goes too short, but that's bobbled out there. An error. Grote can't come up with it. Too anxious there to make the double play. So now Rabbit Marinville with a big chance with only 1 out. And Marinville takes ball 4, so the bases here are loaded. The error opening things up here in the 7th. Pitching changes. Bob Porterfield comes on to face Hodford with only 1 out, and the bases loaded here in the 7th inning. This is hit to Mazeroski, who makes a wonderful play there with the backhand to get the force at the plate. So 2 outs, bases remain loaded. Jack Scott now the pitcher that hit for himself in a big decision, but that's line to left. A base hit by Scott. 1 run in, 2 runs are going to score. Jake Scott with an 2 RBI hit here. It is 2-0 Boston. From the most unlikely of sources, Jack Scott helps his own cause here in the 7th and stays on the mound as we move to the bottom of the 7th. This ball is drilled hard into right field, all the way to the wall. Verdon is going to have a triple here. So with nobody out to lead off the 7th, Verdon comes out swinging. Mazeroski, the hitter. Mazeroski takes ball 4. So Scott in a jam here with foils up there. This ball's hit too short. Play made at first. They get the out there, hold the runner at third. A nice play by Marinville. 2 outs here for Kluszewski. That ball gets away. Wild pitch. Runner's going to score. First run of the game for the Pirates. Runner moves to third. A wild pitch there. So Kluszewski has a chance to tie this game. He does that. He lines a single to left. Kluszewski coming through with a clutch base hit here in the 7th inning to tie this game at 2. And Clemente at the plate with 1 out. New pitcher now in there, Leo Townsend. And Clemente goes past the third baseman, a base hit. So the Pirates continue now to make noise in this inning. Dick Grote up there with 2 on, 1 out. Grote goes hard to right. That's going to drop in there for a hit. Runner's going to hold at third. We got the bases loaded. Only 1 out. And Bob Skinner, the man in the moment. Infield is in. Skinner will go deep to right, way back there. That's a towering fly ball to the track. It's going to be caught. Throw to the plate is going to be close. He's out. Great throw by Mann. He gets him, turns and throws the ball on a fly to get the man at the plate. What a wonderful defensive play. Holding this game at 2-2. Eddie Ayers now the hitter. As we move to the later innings, this ball is lifted deep to center field, way back there on a fly off the wall. Ayers in the 2nd with a 1-out double here in this ball game. It's been a good one. 2-2 our score. Powell, the hitter, with 2 on now and 1 out. And Powell's going to go up the middle. Nice play by the shortstop. He gets it. Beautiful play by Grote. So it's up to O'Neill now. There's 2 outs with 2 on. O'Neill will go to Mazeroski, but he can't get to it. Run's going to score. Another man coming in to score. He's going to get there. A 2-run single there by O'Neill, and the Boston Braves right back on top here with 2 more in the 8th inning. It is 4-2. Here's a grounder past the third baseman. That's going to be a hit here. Thomas on first. Stewart at the plate. Stewart representing the tying run. Stewart goes deep to center field. That ball's got some carry. That's up and caught by the center fielder. A great running catch by Powell. Verdon now the hitter with 1 out. This one's lifted to left. On the run to make the play there is the left fielder. He's got it. Prestonbury there with the catch. 2 outs. Mazeroski, the last man standing here in the 8th inning. And he comes through with the line shot to right. That'll get down. Runner stopping at third, so the Pirates have the tying run on second base. Rudolph has come in to pitch, and Hank Foils with a chance here to maybe tie things up or better. He hits it too short. The play will be made there by Rabbitville. Marinville with the play, and it is 4-2 now as we move to the 9th inning. Roy Face has come on the pitch, and there's a base hit up the middle by Bokel. We'll move now to the bottom of the 9th. It's a 4-2 ball game. Meijas is the hitter. Pirati is the pitcher. Al Pirati trying to close it out. And he gets a strikeout there. They get Meijas looking. And Dick Croat now with 2 outs is the last hope for the home team. This is hit too short, past the shortstop for a hit. So Grote comes through. And it's up to Skinner now, who represents the tying run at the plate with 2 outs here in the 9th. But he's going to hit it to first. The first baseman can't handle it. Hulk makes an error, so we got runners on first and second. The winning run at the plate in Frank Thomas. It's a 4-2 game. Periotti trying to get out of this one, sweating it out. Thomas will go to third. That play should be made at second. It is, and Boston takes game 1. They upset the Pirates, winning this one 4-2 with some clutch hitting and some good defense. It is Boston who takes game 1 in a good ball game. Bob Friend and Jack Scott pitched very well in this one. Actually, Scott had a no-no into the 6th inning. And Scott himself coming through with the 2-run single to break the 0-0 tie. The Pirates jumped back in the bottom of the 7th, but in the top of the 8th, it was Mickey O'Neill who hit a shot past Mazeroski to score 2, and that would be the difference in this one. Townsend the win, Gross the loss, and Periotti gets the save. Boston playing very good baseball to open this series with some confidence. They win on the road in game 1 to take the 1-0 lead in this series and start us off on a great foot, as the series has been exciting to begin with. And we look for more heading down the line. So heading into game 2, Mule Watson is going to face Vern Law in a good matchup for game 2. The Pirates look to even the series, while Boston, playing with confidence now, especially on their defensive end and their pitching, look to do it again at Forbes Field. Heading into game 2, Pittsburgh looking to rebound, and Boston looking to continue their good play and get even further ahead. Let's head out to Pittsburgh for game 2. Top first inning, here's Hulk up there with 2 on and 1 out. Hulk will hit this one into the hole, too short. Play at second, relay to first. Double play for the Pirates. Getting out of this inning, 6-4-3. And here's Bob Skinner with the man on third. Skinner will hit a ground ball past the first baseman. That'll get Clemente home, and it is 1-0 Pittsburgh here in the very first inning of this ball game. Off to a good start in game 2. Rabbit Marinville now at the plate. Marinville into the gap. That's going to get into the alley. Marinville off his horse here to second base, and we got runners on second and third with 1 out here in the 2nd inning. Ray Powell, the hitter. Powell will go down the right field line. That'll get down in there. 2 runs are going to score, and Boston is able to take the lead on the Powell double. That will score 2 runs, and it is 2-1 Boston. They jump back out in front in this ball game. All the way now to the 5th inning, where Grote is at the plate with the man on first base. Grote will line a single to right field. Clemente will head to third. So with 2 out, the Pirates needing a rally, needing this game, to be honest, to try to get even, and Bob Skinner has that opportunity. He'll take ball 4, so Skinner is walked, and we have the bases loaded here with 2 outs. 5th inning, Neil Watson facing Frank Thomas. Thomas hits it into the hole. That ball gets through a base hit. 1 run in. Another man going to try to score. Throw to the plate. Bang, bang, play. They get the man at the plate. Grote slides and he's tagged out. Thomas will be credited with an RBI single, but the game remains tied now at 2 as the go-ahead run was thrown out. 6th inning, Mickey O'Neill, the hero of Game 1, is at the dish, and O'Neill inside outs that baseball for a base hit. Marinville also singles up the middle. Marinville with an RBI, with a single, so with nobody out, 2 men on. Hod Ford, the hitter here in the 6th inning. Ford goes to second. Play will be made at second. Relay to first, not in time. So there you have it. No double play. Mule Watson, the hitter. Watson carries it deep to right field. On the run to make the play out there's Clemente. A run's going to score, however. Boston takes the lead on the sacrifice fly. 3-2. And we'll move to the bottom of the 6th. Bill Vernon up there with 1 out. Watson still on the mound. He's pitching a good ball game. There's ball 4, so Vernon gets on base here. He's the tying run at this point. Mazeroski also takes ball 4, so the Pirates with a big spot here in the 6th inning. Watson losing his control, and Hank Foyles now with a chance. He goes to first, play made at second, relay back, 3-6-3 double play. Great play by Boston. That's going to end the inning. And the Braves are doing everything right here so far. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs for Bob Skinner. Skinner's going to go line out. So that's going to be an out. Skinner hits the ball hard, but right at somebody. Bottom of the 8th now. Frank Thomas facing Dick Rudolph. 3-2 ball game. This one's lifted to right field. Coming on to make a nice play there is man. 2 gone for Bill Vernon. Rudolph delivers to Vernon. This one's hit back to the mound. Rudolph brings it in, and we have a 9th inning game right now. Bottom of the frame, 3-2. Mazeroski facing Perotti, who closed the first game out. Nobody out. This ball's hit to third. Nice scoop and play there by the third baseman, Wilson. Mazeroski's retired. 1 out here for Klaczewski. Strike 3, a great pitch there. 1-2. He got him on the outside corner. 2 out now for Bill Hall, who's the last man at the plate, and he hits one on third. Play made there. Boston wins game 2. The Braves have taken game 1 and game 2 and have surprised and stunned the Pirates here, winning both of them at Forbes Field. What a start to the series the Braves have had. The underdogs doing the job. Mule Watson, a very good ball game, 7 strong innings. Vern Law takes the loss for the Pirates. Mickey O'Neill, another good game. He's had a good start to the series, 2 for 3 with a run. No home runs in this ball game, and Perotti closed it in the 9th for his 2nd save of the series. And it is turned all Boston here early as they win game 1 and game 2, and now head to Braves Field in Boston for a chance to really put the pressure on or even close things out here in the next 3 games, as we got games 4, 5, and actually 3, 4, and 5 at Boston. Should be interesting to see. The Pirates need to regroup. They just haven't been able to generate the offense that they need. And the Boston pitching has been very, very good. So the scene now set for Braves Park and game number 3. Our pitching matchup in game 3 is going to be Red Wit against Dana Fillingham. Should be a good one. Let's see if Boston continues its magical play, or will the Pirates respond here? Heading out to Boston for game number 3. It's 1920. And let's see what direction this series now takes as the venue changes. So beautiful Braves field here. We are in the top of the first inning. We have the Pirates at the plate. Roberto Clemente, the hitter. And Clemente slices this one into the corner. The Puerto Rican into second base with a leadoff double here in the first inning. Took a 1-1 pitch the other way. And Dick Grote, the hitter. Grote lines a shot into right center field. That's going to score Clemente. Grote on his horse into second base. 1-0 Pittsburgh. They break out in front here, trying to turn this series around. Good start for them. We go bottom of the first. Les Mann. This one into the hole. That'll get through there. Run around in third. We got a tying single here by Les Mann. He'll actually take second on the throw, and it is 1-1 now. And Ray Powell has a chance with runners on the corners to give the home team the lead. He lifts it to center field. That ball's going to be caught, but the tag is made, and the run scores, and Boston recovers here quickly, retaking the lead 2-1. We'll move to the fifth inning. Foyle's the hitter against Fillingham. There's a fly ball deep to center field. That ball's going to get over the center fielder's head, who was playing shallow, so in the second base. Powell couldn't get back there in time. Braves Field is a spacious park, and he's on. We got to run around third now for Clemente, trying to tie this game up. Clemente goes to the second baseman who ranged over, and he makes a nice play. So Pirates can't come through there in the fifth inning. We'll move to the sixth. Well, Verdon's at the plate with the man on. Verdon will go deep to right field. That one's hooked into the bleachers. Home run, Bill Verdon. A big homer for the Pirates. They take the lead 3-2 here in the sixth inning on the Billy Verdon home run to right. A big blow for Pittsburgh. They go up now 3-2. We move bottom of the seventh. Mickey O'Neill facing Porterfield. This one's grounded up the middle for a base hit. O'Neill comes through. And Rabbit Marinville, the hitter. Marinville slices this one. Base hit to right field. That's going to get down. So runners first and second. Only one out here in the seventh for the home side. Don Gross pitching now against John Sullivan. Sullivan slices it to right field, but Clemente can't handle it. Unbelievable. We got a misplay by Clemente, and the run's going to score. It's going to be an error for Roberto Clemente. It was a tough play to his credit, but a play you would expect definitely him to make. And the game tied at 3 now. So Charlie Pick, the hitter. Infield is in. Pick's going to go 2 short. Play will be made there. That's the second out of the inning. We'll both go with the chance, and he strikes out swinging on a 3-2 pitch, so that'll end the inning. But the Clemente error now has evened this ball game up at 3. Bob Skinner up here in the 8th inning. Pittsburgh really needs this game. Skinner goes to right, that left, that's going to drop in there the left field corner. Skinner's going to go in the second base, standing up with a double. Stewart, the hitter, with 2 men on. Stewart goes to first, play at second. So they get the first out of the inning. Runners move to the corners now. Chance for Pittsburgh as Billy Verdon's up there, who already homered with 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. He got him swinging. Verdon in the big spot can't come through. Second out of the inning, and Mazurowski now the last hope here against Rudolph and the Braves. And he lines one to left field, but right there's the left fielder to make the play. Good positioning there. So we're going to move now to the bottom of the 8th with Les Mann facing Blackburn. Ron Blackburn, the new pitcher. This is lined to center field, a base hit. So a leadoff hit here for the Braves. Fans enjoying what they're seeing. Eddie Ears is at the plate. Ears will go to right field. Clemente on the run for this one. This one he will get to. So one out here. Hulk the hitter. He strikes out. Hulk swung at a bad one. That was on his hands. And Powell's the hitter. Powell hits it hard to right, but it's going to sit up there for Clemente. We'll move to the 9th inning. Tied up at 3 here in game number 3. 9th inning for Kluszewski. Periotti is now the pitcher. This one's grounded down the line to first, but the play will be made there. Kluszewski's out. Clemente at the plate with 2 outs. He strikes out. So the Pirates can't come through here in the 9th inning. We'll move to the bottom of the 9th with Mickey O'Neill as Roy Face is the new pitcher. He gets him the strikeout. A very nice pitch there. He fizzled it past O'Neill. So 2 outs here for Cruz. Cruz, the pinch hitter in this game. He goes to second. Play made by Mazeroski, and there's an error. So Cruz moves to second, and we are seeing some rare bad defense here for the Pirates. It's very uncharacteristic. Clemente first, now Mazeroski, and he gives Charlie Pick the chance to win this ball game. We'll go to right field on the line drive. It's going to be caught, and that will do it. The Pirates escape as we move to extra innings here. Leo Townsend facing Dick Rote. This ball's lined for a single. That's into a left field here. Bob Skinner at the plate. Skinner will go up the middle. There's a base hit for Pittsburgh. So runners first and second. Nobody out. Frank Thomas, the hitter. Thomas goes to short. Play made there. Relay to first. Double play. Thomas hits into the killing double play here. Runner stays at third. We got Billy Vernon up there to try to give the team the lead. Vernon goes into the hole, but a nice play there by the second baseman, and that will end the frame. The Pirates cannot come through in a big spot, and now Austin will try to win this one. There's a strikeout. His face comes through with another nice pitch. Eddie Ears, the hitter. Ears will go into the gap. That'll get down. So Ears is going to have extra bases. He gets a double here with 2 outs in the 10th inning. And a chance now for Powell to win this game against Roy Face with 2 outs. This is lined into the center field, but the shortstop with a great play. Grote gets over to save this ball game. Quick feet by the shortstop, and he gets him. So we'll move to the 11th. Finally, some good defense by Pittsburgh. Here's Mazeroski now, leading off the inning, and he hits it to second. Fairly routine there. 1 out for Schofield, who's facing Townsend. That's a walk. Borderline pitch there. Schofield, the pinch hitter, on here at first base with Bill Hall. Now the batter. Herbert Townsend, the pitcher. This ball's hit into the hole, a base hit. So first and second with 1 out here for the Pirates. And Clemente at the plate. Clemente hits it hard in the left. That ball's to the wall, off the wall. 1 run in. So Clemente gives the Pirates the lead here in the 11th inning with a RBI double. With only 1 out, maybe the Pirates can get even more here. Grote is the hitter. And Grote goes up the middle, base hit. 1 run in. Clemente beats the throw. It is now 6-3. The Pirates have put up 3 runs here in the 11th. A breakout that they needed. And now Bob Smith's trying to close the door here in the 11th inning. 6-3 our score. This one's hit back to the mound. No play's going to be made there. An infield hit for O'Neill. Marinville now at the plate. Kurt Radin is the new pitcher. This one's hit to second base. One out there. Mazeroski with a great play. They can't turn two, but he gets the man at second for the first out. And Hank Cowdy now up there. Cowdy goes to left with a single, so that's going to bring the tying run to the plate for Austin. And that man is Charlie Pick here with one out. Goes to second. Mazeroski gets one. That's all they're going to get. The transfer wasn't made there at second base, so we got 2 outs. Beckel is the tying run. Radin delivers. This ball's hit hard in the left field. A base hit. That's going to score 1, and it's 6-4 now. Beckel comes through with an RBI single, and Les Mann has a chance now with the tying runs on base. Mann is the winning run at the plate. Radin delivers. This ball's hit up the middle. Mazeroski makes a backhanded play, takes it to the bag himself. Bill Mazeroski with some nice defense, as you would expect, to end this ball game and give the win to the Pirates in extra innings. They win it in 11, putting 3 on the board and closing the door in the bottom of the frame. 6-4 our final. Red Witt was the starter who went 6, striking out 3, but Clemente was 4 for 6 in this ball game. 3 doubles, 2 runs scored. What a game for the youngster. Clemente coming through big time. He also broke the tie in the 11th inning with his double. 3 doubles again on the day. Billingham for Boston went 7 good innings, but the game was tied at 3 when he left. Face gets the win. Townsend the loss. Radin closed it out in a risky bottom of the 11th inning. But the main thing here is Clemente and the Pirates are able now to win their first game of this series. Come on back and make it a 2-1 series here, as the road team has won all 3 of these ball games. And now it becomes a very interesting series as Pittsburgh has life again. And moving now to game number 4. We'll see if the Pirates can even things up. We have Ron Klein against Joe Oster. If I'm pronouncing that right. Joe Oster is the best I can do as far as the pronunciation is difficult with some of the names on here. I apologize if I'm getting them wrong. But this series now is 2-1 in favor of Boston, and we'll see if the Braves can recover, or will the Pirates even this out. They're the favorites, remember, in the series, but that means little here as both teams are battling it out. Game number 4 coming up from Braves Field. Let's head out to the action and continue this exciting series between 2 very good teams. Thus far, at least, the baseball has been very good. Bottom of the first inning, we got Ray Powell up with 2 outs and 2 on. There's a ground ball up the middle, gets past the second baseman. Runner's going to be heading home, but we got to play at third, and they get the man at third. 1-0, however, the score is Boston gets out ahead here. We move to the second inning, and this one's hit deep to left center. Way back there, looking at the wall, we got a tie game, a home run by Stewart. Dick Stewart goes deep, and it is a long shot, 434 feet. We are now tied at 1, and the game moves all the way along to the 7th inning. Oster pitching well, and Frank Thomas, the hitter now in the 7th inning with nobody out. Thomas will take it up the middle. That'll get through for a hit. It's only the 3rd Pirate hit of the day in this type ball game. And here's Stewart, who has been all the offense so far with that home run, but he strikes out here. 1-2 count gets him. Verdon now the hitter. Verdon goes to left field and squeezes it through. That's a hit. So with a 1 out, we got runners first and second. Mazeroski, the hitter.
Strike 3.
He looks at strike 3, however. 1-2 pitch. Mazeroski goes down. 2 outs now for Hank Foils. Trying to come through here, and he does. Up the middle. There's a single. Runner around in third. He's going to score. Foils with an RBI single, scoring a run, and the Pirates take the lead 2-1 in this ball game. Pazuski now a chance to add to it, and that ball's way inside. So we got a walk that loads the bases. Oster's in trouble facing Roberto Clemente with the bases loaded, and Clemente hits it to third. Play will be made at second, so he gets out of it here with only the 1 run allowed, and it is 2-1 Pirates. Moving into the 7th inning stretch. Marinville at the plate as Porterfield comes on, and Marinville strikes out swinging. So the Pirates trying to even up this series. Todd Ford is the hitter in the 8th inning. That's hit to short. Ball's knocked down, but the play cannot be made. Rope can't pick it, and that'll put a runner now on first base for Sullivan. Sullivan goes to second. Mazeroski gets the man there. Relay to first, not in time. They get the lead man, though, for the first out. Tony Buckle's the hitter. Blackburn now the pitcher. This is hit to third. Play will be made at first. Runner moves to second. So the tying run now is at second base for Les Mann. And Mann goes to third, but a play will be made there. Baker makes the play, so Pittsburgh holding on here as we move to the bottom of the 9th. Bob Smith nursing a 2-1 game with Eddie Ears at the plate, and the Pirates trying to even this series. They got to get through this 9th inning. And there's a fly ball to right, coming in Clemente with a great play. He dives and makes the catch. Roberto Clemente with a great play in right field. 1 out now for Hulk. Kurt Radin has come in to pitch. This ball's hit to left. It's going to be caught right at Thomas. So 2 outs. Ray Powell, the last hope for the Braves. Here's the delivery. Strike 3. Pittsburgh evens this series. They win this one 2-1. A very well played and pitched game goes to the Pirates. They have now come right back in this series, winning 2 games at Braves Field. They take this one 2-1. Ron Klein, the winner. He struck out 3 in his 6 innings of work. Oster pitched well for the Braves, but takes the loss. Hank Foils 2 for 3 with a big RBI in this ball game, and Radin was able to get the save late in the dramatics of the 9th inning. So 2 games apiece for each team. Now it becomes a best of 3. The Pirates wake up big time here and decide to show us some glove and some pitching as they win a very low-scoring ball game, 2-1. And we got 1 game remaining here in Boston. It's going to be a crucial game number 5, and it's a rematch of game 1. Bob Friend takes the mound for the Pirates against Jack Scott. Everything starting at 0-0 now. It's just the best of 3. The 2 teams now face each other in Boston before heading to the final 2 in Pittsburgh. But this game obviously is crucial. So let's head out live to Game 5 from Braves Field. Can the Braves rebound or have the Pirates taken complete control and turn this series around? Let's see as we go live to the action from Braves Park. So with the series completely even, we are now in game number 5 with Walter Hoke up there, the man on third and first. And Hoke hits a little tapper to the mound, and that's going to be a tough play. No play is going to be made there. And that's going to plate around here for the home team. 1-0 Boston. Hit the only left. Play bases. Only lines it to center field. There's a hit. 1 run in. 2-0 now. Boston, they've answered well here in Game 5. Still up. Rabbit Marinville here in the big first inning for the home team. This is hit to second. Mazeroski gets the double play to end the inning after Boston puts up 2. We move to the 5th inning. Jack Scott, the hitter, against Bob Friend. And there's a hot one into the corner. Scott's going to make it into third, it looks like. He's coming all the way. A triple for Scott with nobody out here in the 5th inning. Ray Powell now at the plate. We have a 2-0 ball game. This one's hit deep into right field, all the way back to the wall. That ball's going to go out of here. Clemente watches it go. Ray Powell with a solo blast. Boston up now 3-0 against the Pirates. We'll move to the 9th. Dominant pitching by Boston in this one. Frank Thomas up there with 1 out. 2 outs, so he's the final chance. He wraps it to third. Great pick up there, and the throw. Boston wraps it up here in a big 3-0 win in Game 5. They salvage the final game at home of the 3 and get back into control, putting themselves in the best possible spot before we head out to Pittsburgh. It is a shutout. Jack Scott, a dominant performance. 8 innings strong with only 1 walk, 3 Ks, and no earned runs. 2 hits allowed. Bob Friend was good. The hard luck loser in this one, Ray Powell with a long home run. He was 1 for 3. 2 hits only for the Pirates. They also made 2 errors on the day. And Boston able to pick themselves up and keep hope alive that they can actually pull this upset as the series now moves to Forbes Field for Game 6, where Boston will have a chance to win 1 out of these next 2, preferably obviously avoiding a Game 7. Neil Watson is going to go for the Braves against Vern Waugh in all the drama of Game 6, where the Pirates will try to defend their home field, be the better team. Let's see if they can survive. But Boston, coming off of a great pitching effort, will have again the momentum swung. So let's head out to Game 6 and move into Pittsburgh and see how this series is going to wrap up from here forward. Third inning here, live game number 6. Hod Ford is the hitter. And Ford is going to get this one down in left field. So Ford is going to make it to second base here for Boston. Full house here at Forbes Field. Boyko, the hitter, it is his opportunity now. There's a base hit up the middle. Watson on second. We got less man at the plate against Vern Waugh. This is hit to second. Play made there. Relay to first. Great turn by Mazeroski. He makes it happen, and that's a double play. So this game remains scoreless for Bob Skinner here in the 3rd inning. And Skinner's going to break this tie. Line drive, home run to right field, Bob Skinner. 3rd inning solo blast to give the home team the advantage. Take some of the pressure off. It is 1-0 Pirates. And Bill Vernon now in the 6th inning looking to add to it. He goes the other way with 2 men on. There's a base hit, 1 run in. 2 men are going to score. 3-0 Pirates. They are turning the tables here in Game 6 and doing it to Boston just like they did it to them in Game 5. It's a shutout. We're in the 9th inning here for Roy Face as Ray Powell now up with 2 outs. This one's hit hard into the right field corner. The shutout's gone. Run's going to score. All the way to third is going to go Powell here. It is 4-1 our score. A triple there. So Boston trying a late rally. It is 4-2 now as Mickey O'Neill's up with 2 outs. Face still in the game. And this one's lined to center field. And Boston with the Vicious rally here in the ninth inning, trying to turn this game around. And Charlie Pick is representing the tying run. Pick lines one, a play at second by Mazeroski. I don't believe the effort he just made. Diving into the hole, full extension. Only the Hall of Famer could have made that play. Bill Mazeroski ends the game with an outstanding defensive play. Holy cow, what a play by Maz. That will end this ball game. 4-2 is our final. Vern Law, he'll get the win. He went 8 strong, allowing only 1 earned run. He didn't strike out anybody, but still got the job done. Bob Skinner, 2 for 3 with an RBI and a homer. Frank Thomas, 3 for 4 with a double. 4-2 our final as Pittsburgh refuses to go down. Face got the save. And you guessed it, we are tied now at 3, and that means another Game 7. In this best of 7, we are 3 games apiece. The numbers prove themselves out. Very even throughout this series. An excellently played series defensively and also on the mound. Can't ask for anything more but one deciding game for everything. Can Boston complete the upset, or will the favorite Pirates put an end to the Boston dream with a win at the last possible moment? So it's going to be Dana Fillingham against Red Witt in game number 7. The best 2 words in sports. Game 7 coming up from Forbes Field to decide the winner. Bottom first inning, runner on third, Frank Thomas the hitter. Thomas will go to first base. Nice play there, but the play can't be made by the first baseman, which means the Pirates will get on the board here. Scoring is Grote. That'll be an error as the ball gets away. So Pittsburgh up 1-0. We move to the third. Les Mann now up there with the man on third, and that's lined past the infield that was drawn in, and that's going to tie our game at 1. Mann with an RBI right up the middle. That's going to bring up Ray Powell with 2 men on. Powell goes into the gap. That's going to get down. A huge hit by Ray Powell. 1 run's going to score. Another man round in third. This is going to be a triple by Powell. 2 runs in. It is now Boston that takes the lead in this Game 7. An RBI. Make it 2 for Powell. 3-1's our score. We're into the 4th inning here. Billy Verdon, the hitter. Line shot. That's going to get down past the outfielder. Ball all the way to the wall. Runner going to score. We got a triple here, making our score 3-2. 3-2 now our score. This one's popped up, but that's going to drop in there for an infield single. Misplayed by the third baseman, and Clemente gets on base. So first and second here for Grote. 2 outs in the 5th inning. There's a ground ball to second. That play will be made nicely by the second baseman. Ford's got it, and our 3-2 game remains here as the Braves have the lead. 6th inning now, 1 out for Marinville. This is lined up the middle, past the shortstop. Runner heading to, no, they're going to hold him up. Bases will be loaded here for Boston. A chance to break this game wide open. Hod Ford, the hitter. Ford will strike out swinging. He's down. Fillingham now the hitter. Fillingham will lift this up to left field. That one's flown to the outfield, and the play will be made. So 3-2 remains our score. Bottom of the 6th. Bob Skinner up there. Pittsburgh down a run. Skinner goes to third. But that's not going to be in time. It's going to be an infield single for Skinner. Frank Thomas now the hitter. Thomas will hit it back to the mound. Quick play there. Relay to first. Double play. Thomas hits into the twin killing, starting from the pitcher spot. To the 7th we go. 3-2. Boston hanging on, trying to get a series win. Bill Vernon, the hitter. And Vernon's going to go down that left field line. That's a fair ball. So Vernon's going to make it into second base with a double. Leadoff double for Verdon. A big spot, a good start here for the Pirates. Mazeroski at the plate. He hits it back to the mound. Play will be made at first. Runner moving to third. Playing it safe there. We got a runner on third base. One out for Hank Foyles. Billingham delivers. This ball's popped up, but it might get over the second baseman's head. He heads out. Nice play by the second baseman, Ford. Making it out there. And Klazuski now with 2 outs in a big spot. Runner on third. He lines it to second. Play will be made. Yes, in time. Boston holding on here to this 3-2 lead. We move to the 8th. Dick Rudolph in to try to close it out against Roberto Clemente. 6 outs away for Boston. But Clemente lifts this one deep into left, but that's routine. Ears makes the play. 1 out for Skinner. Make it 2 outs for Skinner. And Skinner's going to fly this one to right. Play will be made there. We'll move to the 9th inning. 3-2 our score. Al Perotti trying to close it out against Frank Thomas. It is a 1-run ball game. Thomas will hit this one to third, but the play is bobbled there. The ball bobbled by the third baseman. A huge error here. Not the time for Wilson to make it. Art Wilson a big error, and the winning run's at the plate now in Dick Stewart here in Game 7. High drama from Forbes Field. There's a strikeout, however. Bringing up Bill Verdon with a man on. 1 long ball, and this game is over. But there is a walk. They stay away from Verdon, and now it's first and second with 1 out. A 1-run game. Leo Townsend, the new hitter, against Mazeroski. Can the second baseman come through here? There's a line shot fair to right field. That's going to get down. 1 run is in. The runner on third is going to hold up. Mazeroski, a RBI double here in the 9th inning. Tie game, and these fans are going crazy. We have the winning run at third. Foyles now a chance to win the series. Infield is in. This one's lifted to left, but is it deep enough? Catch is made. Throw to the plate for the series. He's out! Pittsburgh tries to walk it off, but an excellent throw by Ears from left field. I didn't think it was deep enough. And he nails the runner at the plate to keep the game tied at 3. What a defensive play. What a series we've had. Unbelievable performance by both sides here. And it's going to take extra innings. We're in the 10th now as Kurt Radin is the new pitcher for Pittsburgh. They did come back and tie this game. That ball's hit to second base. Play will be made there. So anybody's game right now. 2 outs here in the 10th for Mickey O'Neill. O'Neill will go up the middle for a slap single. Marinville's the hitter. Marinville will strike out with a man on. Dick Schofield up bottom on the 10th now as Pittsburgh tries to win this series here on a walk-off. That's a fly ball to center field. That's going to be fairly routine. It is. Powell makes the play. Dick Grote now at the dish. Grote's going to hit 1-2 second. That play will be made. So the 10th inning is over. We are still tied at 3. John Sullivan facing Jordan Perez here in the 11th inning. And there's a walk. So on a 3-2 pitch, Perez walks the leadoff man. Not a good way to go here. Art Wilson will hit this one too short. Play made at second. Relay to first. Digging out of it are the Pirates with a double play. 6-4-3. And 2 outs now for Cruz, who's at the dish. This ball's hit to right center field, but should hang up there long enough. Diving play out there by Clemente. A little bit of confusion of who was going to make the catch. Clemente makes it. We'll move to the bottom of the 11th. Ira Townsend against Bob Skinner. This game is all tied up. And Skinner's going to line a single to left field. He goes the other way. So the winning run on now, first and second, nobody out. Dick Stewart facing Johnny Jones as Boston gets desperate here to try to get it out. And there is ball four, just what they didn't want to see. And ladies and gentlemen, it is bases loaded. Nobody out for Bill Vernon to try to end this series. Here's the pitch. Line drive, center field, Vernon, walk-off hit. Pittsburgh wins the series on a Bill Vernon base hit past the drawn-in infield. Bob seen at the plate here at Forbes Field. The Pirates have survived. They win this series in 7 games. Billy Vernon with the walk-off in the 11th. What a series it was. Vernon goes 3 for 3 with 2 doubles and 2 RBIs in the ballgame. Fillingham takes an outing that he can be proud of, but it didn't produce the win they needed. Redwitt also not involved in the decision. Perez gets the win. Townsend gets the loss. And the Pirates find the way. They tie the game in the 9th inning, win it in the 11th. Showing real heart, and to be honest, a shame for the Braves, who played a great series. It was the Mazeroski double in the 9th that tied the game, and the Vernon single that won it. Pittsburgh Stars definitely stepping up and making it happen to win this series in 7. You can't get any more closer than that. What an outstanding, enjoyable series it was. Looking at some of the numbers, the Boston bats, not overly impressive, but they did stay in the series. Powell drove in 6, but the average is kind of low. O'Neill did hit 360, but after that you see the drop-off. However, they're pitching very good. Buell Watson, in his 2 starts, his ERA a little bit higher, but you can see here Jack Scott in 14 innings, a 126. Rudolph and Periotti, very good, although Periotti led up the tying run in that Game 7. And Leo Townsend, also good in his 5 innings of work, was involved in the 2 decisions, but was the hard luck loser in Game number 7, where he ran into trouble. For the Pirates, you can see here Vernon driving in 6, hit 333 for the series. Clemente 258. Again, not a lot of runs scored in this series. Looking at some of the pitching, you can see here Bob Friend, the 202, a very nice series, although he took a loss. Ray Face, 1-0 out of the pen. Brent Law, a nice series in 14 innings of work, went 1-1. Porterfield, Perez, Smith on top of that ERA board, also pitching well. So the series overall exciting. We're going to give the MVP to Billy Vernon, who hit 333 and won the game in the bottom of the 11th in Game 7 with a base hit. He was the hero that was carried off. And like I said earlier, a shame for Boston, who really battled it out. Won the first 2 games on the road, looked to be on their way after a Game 5 win at home, but could not pull through in Game 6 and 7. Hats off to the Pirates, who were able to rebound well. And Series 136 is a wrap. Is it 136? Let's double check. It is 136. It is a wrap. The 1958 Pittsburgh Pirates defeat the 1920 Boston Braves in 7 games. Exciting to the very finish. Extra innings in Game 7 was the deciding factor. That'll do it. Out of the Park Baseball 20. Another outstanding, albeit long, but worth every minute series. Wrapping up here. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. Hoping you're subscribing to all of our series. And hoping that you're following the ups and downs we get from the teams that we present on a series-to-series basis. That's all for this one. We'll see you shortly. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, the Pirates walking away successful.